ourselves to rethink about some of the ideas that dominate our reality. One of these ideas is progress.
It's inspiring to think that our world is getting better and better. Not only that, but our generation is best placed to make even more progress and continue advancements in science, technology, and the arts.
We as a society are developing a greater appreciation for the issues that are besetting us. So we're more aware now than ever of problems that are going on in the world.
The expression and appreciation of culture. I feel like people are a lot more these days learning to appreciate culture that humanity has created and making sure it's not left behind, making sure it's treated right, making sure it's preserved well.
People are being more aware of more issues and are more accepting and welcoming of people with a lot of differences.
I reckon legalizing gay marriage.
And they're putting more concern to the environment.
Well, I think we've got so many role models these days out there, and I think people try and look up to those sort of role models. Well, the people that really care about the world, and I think people look up to those leaders and look at the way they act and try and do similar sort of things.
I think the rise of social media has allowed people to kind of strive for equality, and different social movements have been more attention has been brought towards them through social media.
How do we know that the world is getting better? Extreme poverty has fallen by half since 1990. Life expectancy is increasing in many developing countries. Globally, more people are being educated for longer. And there are many more indications of improvement like these everywhere you look.
But there's some areas where things definitely aren't getting better. Climate change is something we're not making a progress on, and things are getting worse. We cannot sugarcoat that.
Scientists, organizations, and governments have started to change their language to reflect how dire the situation is. It's no longer just climate change, it's a climate crisis or emergency.
And that is not the only thing that threatens to make our world a more dangerous, divided, and fearful place.
We as a society are becoming, even though it doesn't seem like it, we're becoming more educated than we've ever been. So I feel like when you have this many smart people around at places like this, that solutions can only arise.
Well, I think especially being at university, surrounded by a lot of young people with bright minds and bright ideas, gives me hope. Things like, protest movements, organizations coming together to overcome, corporations and things like that. All that type of stuff always gives me hope.
I have a lot of hope for our generation to change things, to really get the ball rolling on changing the world and improvement.
I think it's people that really they strive to make a difference. That I'll look up to. Some people that really they try and make that difference, and I think that's probably the hope that we have. People that researchers and people that really want to improve what we have already. And I think as life goes on and things the world evolves, we have to as well.
It is quite hopeful to think about all the technology and the progress we're making in science and technology, and hopefully we'll be able to do things like cure cancer and find and invent ways to make the world a safer and a better place for future generations.
In the face of the existential threat of climate change and everything else that endangers humanity and our planet, where do we look for hope, for answers, for solutions?
Tonight, we'll be looking at the idea of global progress. Why big challenges remain despite indicators of improvements.
We'll ask what fuels our hunger for progress. Should we be righting the wrongs of generations before us, or should we be making sacrifices for generations beyond us that we won't even live to see?
We hope you join us in exploring, discussing, and questioning these ideas.